most valuable things in life cannot be seen with the naked eye. I'm talking about things like love, hope, trust, compassion, faith, friendship, integrity, empathy. These pursuits may be invisible, but they bring real substance, fulfillment, and meaning and joy to our lives. But too often, unfortunately, we spend our time and energy chasing things that are visible. Beautiful homes, fast cars, larger paychecks, more fashionable clothing, fancier jewelry, or the newest technology. We dream of a future that includes those visible items. We plot and plan to acquire them. We go to great lengths to care for them when we attain them, and we become jealous when others have more of them. All the while, those visible things have never fully satisfied our soul or brought us the fulfillment they promised. Instead, their appeal dims, their value decreases, their appearance fades, and their satisfaction diminishes every day. It is time to shift our focus. It's time to allow the invisible to triumph over the visible in our eyes, our minds, and our hearts. But easier said than done, right? So how do we change that? How do we learn to appreciate the invisible joys of life more? Here are 6 ideas. Number 1, we make a decision to pursue the invisible. Most changes in life are preceded by a simple decision. So decide today to assign more value to the invisible things of life. This change in focus might happen by accident, but that's rarely the case. Instead, we would all be wise to determine today in our hearts and say out loud that I will make a conscious effort to value the invisible more than the visible. Maybe even rewind this video and listen to that point again. It's an important one. Another idea to start valuing the invisible over the visible is to offer room in our hearts and minds for it. Our actions are almost always determined by our desires and our thoughts. So make room in your heart for the invisible. We can do this by slowing down and meditating or praying on these new things: love, hope, compassion, integrity, and friendship. This practice is most helpful, I have found, at the beginning of every day. Number 3, bring the invisible into better focus. Unfortunately, the old cliche is often true: out of sight and out of mind. So turn it around and use it to your advantage. What comes into your mind when you think about joy and hope, relationships, significance? Think of a quote or an image that communicates those things to you, and then post that photo or quote somewhere that you can see it every day and use it to remind you of its value. This will help keep the invisible visible in your mind. Number 4, be wise to culture's influence. Most of the Western world's culture and economy is built on humanity's desire to acquire more and more things, even working to encourage that from the moment we're born. Consumption makes economies grow, governments flourish, and brings appeasement to the masses, so it is encouraged at every turn. So we must become wise to the influence being placed on us both intentionally and unintentionally. And as we do, we get better at recognizing their false promises. A 5th way to begin valuing the invisible over the visible is to look for the invisible more intently when you can't see it. One of the reasons physical possessions assume such an elevated priority in our lives is because their existence is never in doubt. We can see them and hold them. Whenever we feel lonely, our phones or televisions are there to provide a distraction. Whenever we get distressed, the mall is just down the street or a website is easy to access. But the greatest joys in life are sometimes more difficult to see. We begin to doubt that we are loved, that our friends are real, or that compassion and faith even exist. Those things Those aren't things that we can simply pull out of our pockets or turn on with a remote control. But even when we can't feel love, it exists. Even when we don't see a path to hope, it is there. Sometimes we just need to look harder for it. And lastly, number 6, pursue the invisible joys of life at all costs. If the most valuable things in life are invisible, pursue them above everything else, even if no one else is. The best things in life are free and often invisible. So let's learn to appreciate them more and more. And if you enjoyed this video, the best way that you can support this channel and help spread the inspiration is by liking this video to let YouTube know that it's worth watching. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, subscribe to the channel. The best way to stay current with all these videos we post is to stay subscribed to it.